Hey folks, Tim the Bible Thumping Wiener Guy coming to you from my truck this evening. I'm not home. I'm going to be sleeping right here in the truck tonight. But I have a story that I want to bring to you. If you want to see me in the studio rather than the truck, which is what I would prefer, please consider supporting this channel. Links in the description. All right, so I want to talk about this story. Police arrest 3 congregants from Doug Wilson's church for singing hymns. And then I also want to compare that to what's happening with John MacArthur and Grace to You. And then I want to say some words about this lady here who was arrested and tased at a football game. A Ohio football mom tased and arrested for not wearing a mask. All right, so first story here. This is from our friends at the website protestia.com. If you're not reading their stuff, you should. Video, police arrest 3 congregants from Doug Wilson's church. If you're not familiar with Doug Wilson's church, it's in Moscow, Idaho. They have a church there, Doug Wilson's church, and they have a problem with the mayor of their town, Warsaw. They're not happy about the mask, the mandate by the mayor that they have to wear a mask, and that mandate has been extended through 2020 all the way to 2021. So in protest, they decided to do a hymn sing near the town hall, town square, and the authorities at B caught wind of it, so they were anticipating the group coming. And in anticipation of the group coming, they put circles on the ground there, the parking lot, because they knew they were coming, so that they could be compliant. There's your circles, stay social distanced. And as they arrived, the police reminded Doug Wilson, hey, if you guys don't wear masks and if you don't social distance, you'll get a ticket. So that was the police's plan, and the town had made arrangements for them to come, giving them spots where they were clearly told where the distance was. Well, anyway, I'm in agreement with the church that the mask mandate is just ridiculous. But let's see what happened here. This is the video that is all the rage going around right now. This is one of the gentlemen in the church getting arrested. I'll back it up here a little bit. You can hear the church folks singing. They sang 3 hymns. The pastor of the church has an article. I'll try to put it in the link in the description. He explains what went on that day, and he explains why they went there. They went there to make a statement about wearing a mask and social distancing. They're not for it. I'm not for it either. But in Moscow, Idaho, there's been little to no impact from COVID. So they scheduled a hymn sing, and they went and did it, and 3 people got arrested, and 2 additional people got tickets. So my response on Facebook, because people are just up in arms about this, they're just up in arms because they're arrested for singing hymns. And here's my comment. I'm not impressed. These folks had to go out of their way, out of their normal routine to be arrested. This is not persecution, but a publicity stunt. What's happening at Grace Community Church is persecution, as they meet regularly for worship. That's my argument. I'm going to make it here, and I'm going to report on what's been going on. Now, if you've been watching this YouTube channel, obviously you know what's going on with John MacArthur. We don't have any updates today, but I'm sure every other day something exciting happens, some development, so keep watching. But there's persecution at Grace Community Church. There is not persecution going on in Moscow, Idaho. What it is a publicity stunt And I would say a really good publicity stunt. Now, when I say publicity stunt, I'm not saying it in a negative way. I'm just differentiating, noting the difference between persecution and a really good publicity stunt. Because these folks at Christ Church, Doug Wilson's church, they planned this. They do not normally sing on Wednesday at 5 p.m. In front of the courthouse. They normally don't do that, or town hall, wherever the building was. They normally don't do that. They went out of their way to break a mandate from the mayor, and they were really excited. They're actually pretty excited that they got arrested. If you watch this video on their YouTube channel, the night yesterday when he was arrested, they had an emergency show. Gabe Rench arrested at Psalm Sing in Moscow, Idaho, and you can watch this. This is on YouTube, and they go through the whole thing, and they talk about what they were there. But it was a really good thing for them to do because it got them a lot of attention. Matter of fact, the gentleman there on the left who was arrested, I believe he's going to be on Fox News tonight, so you can look for that. But this is not church persecution. People all over Twitter, all over Facebook, I can't believe this guy was arrested for singing hymns. And they even say it in this podcast multiple times. We're getting arrested for singing hymns. No, folks, you were not arrested for singing hymns. You were arrested and fined because you broke a mandate that's ridiculous. The mask mandate, the social distancing mandate that the mayor of your town is enforcing and the police are enforcing is ridiculous. And you have done a tremendous job at bringing attention at the folly of that. But folks, this is not Christian persecution, not in the least. This article on Protestia, I'll read it. Police in Moscow, Idaho have arrested 3 members of Christ Church, the church led by Doug Wilson, because they were singing hymns in public without social distancing. Now, the author of this article puts them together, but bottom line is it wasn't about singing at all. It was about social distancing. And what if they didn't sing, they would have been arrested. If they sang Sweet Home Alabama, they would have been arrested. It has nothing to do with Christianity. So here's what's got me all charged up, is that this is normal. Apparently, here's a tweet. Apparently, we're arresting people for singing hymns in America, and this has been posted so many times. People saying things like that. People are not being arrested for singing hymns in America. They are not. They're being arrested because they, like I said, they're going against a silly mandate that's not a law yet. It might become a law, but the mandate of the mayor in Idaho, Moscow, Idaho, that's what's happening. Now, the one good thing that happened here, I want to point this out. Gabe did a really good job at something, and that was submitting to the police. This is something that I am adamant about. The police tell you, all right, you're under arrest. What do? You put your hands behind your back. You can talk to them, but you're going to have your day in court. Do not resist arrest. Don't do it. See that? He's walking along. He's not kicking. He's not screaming. Now notice, he's not getting shot, and he's not getting tased, and he's not getting pushed to the ground by 3 officers holding him down, okay? He complied with the police, even though he disagrees completely, which is totally different than what happened in Ohio. Ohio football mom tased and arrested for not wearing a mask at a football game. Now, again, this is ridiculous, all right? This security officer or police officer came over, gave this woman a hard time, and she refused to put on her mask. Here's the article. Alicia Kitts drove an hour and a half from one town to another for her son's football game. In the first quarter, she was approached by an officer from the Logan Police Department because she was not wearing a mask. The video shows the 3-minute encounter between Kitts and the officer. And I'm not going to have the volume up because her language is not good. Let me see. I must have that video somewhere else. There are those guys having a good time. They're really happy that he got arrested. And it's I'm sorry, I'm getting sidetracked because I clicked on that tab. They're really happy. And they'll fight that mandate, and that's good. They're all about fighting for their right not to wear a mask, but it's like I said, it's not Christian persecution. All right, so here's the video of this woman being arrested. She is not going peacefully. She's not happy. Folks, don't resist. Do not resist. She ends up getting tased. She gets tased right about here in the video. I would turn the volume up, but there's a lot of swearing going on. And, the mandate is silly. But this right here is the same kind of persecution that the folks got in Moscow. And this is not a Christian. All right. She's being arrested for the same reason that Gabe was arrested in Idaho, and has nothing to do with her faith. Okay? Nothing to do with her faith at all. What else do I have here? All right. So differentiate, just make a distinction between it. Now, I right before I got on here, I went on Twitter to see what people are saying about this. Todd Starnes, he's been feeding us lots of good information here at BTWN, but he's got this wrong too. Hands up, don't sing. At least 5 Christians were arrested for singing hymns outside City Hall in Moscow, Idaho. Not Russia, Idaho. Again, they were not arrested for singing hymns. Other tweets. Okay, misleading. The event in question had over 150 participants. The 5 arrests were found in deliberate violation of local mask social distancing ordinance. Their religion had nothing to do with it. Now, this isn't a Christian. It makes us look bad, actually, as believers. 3 people, including candidate, he's running for some office, arrested at church event. Folks, they don't normally go to this part of town and sing. They went out of their way to break a mandate. All right, here's somebody who doesn't like the church. She's on Twitter. I don't think she likes me either, but she gets it. 2 points. They're not Christians. They're a cult. I don't agree with her there. I don't agree with all their doctrine, but I don't believe that they're cultists. Number 2, they weren't arrested for singing hymns. They were arrested for pre-planned violation of city ordinance, a.k.a. breaking the law. I don't know if that was actually a breaking of a law, but this was a stunt. Note, DW, that's Doug Wilson, let Gabe and a few flunkies take the fall. Okay, that's... I don't agree with her there. Now, if you go and watch their podcast over here, this gentleman on the left is the one who was arrested. He tells the story of right in the beginning of how he got arrested, and for time's sake, I like to keep these videos short, so I won't play it. But I'll tell you what he said. He said as soon as they started singing, somebody came up to him, and a police officer came up to him and asked him if he and his mother were related. And his mother's like, yes, we're related. So the ordinance is, if you're going to be with somebody, close to somebody who's not your family member, you need to be socially distanced and have a face mask on. But it doesn't apply if you're family members. So Gabe said, I'm related to her, and then he turned and he grabbed somebody else and said, but I'm not related to him, and he pulled this other person close. So he wants to get cited. He's there to break the ordinance. That's what they're there for. And again, not arrested for singing songs, but arrested for breaking a stupid ordinance. And it is a stupid ordinance. Now, not the same thing as going on at Grace Community Church. That's all I have today. Again, check out BTWN. Go to BibleThumpingWingNet.com. And for all of you who have helped out financially recently, so much appreciated. Till next time, take care. Subscribe. Hit the bell button. And Lord willing, I'll be in the studio next time I see you. God bless.